of fun. I appreciate everybody. You guys just let me know when it's time for me to shut the fuck up.
Check, check. How's my mic sounding? Matthew out there somewhere? Matthew's whacked. Hang on. How's my mic sound? Let me see if I can get Matthew unwhacked here. Poor Matt. All right, Matt, you're unwhacked.
There we go.
Can you hear me?
Why the hell was I whacked, bro? What is going on?
I don't know, man. You haven't been spending enough time around here. Get whacked.
Dude, I talked to Winston, man. I fucking leveled up yesterday.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's a misunderstanding with Winston. We'll talk to Winston. He's been doing a good job, though. Let's not give him a hard time.
I get that sorted out. Anyway, shout out to My World. That was probably the best fade out in the history of WIP meetups up until this point. Definitely digging the vibes that he brought this week. Subdued, low key, refined, elegant. Really, really great. So thank you again, My World. And welcome everyone to the WIP. This is Matthew speaking, your friend from Nifty Gateway. And it's that time of the week, right? So hopefully everyone is finding themselves happy and joyous as the markets rebound this week. And it's the WIP, so just get stoked on that. And, well, great show for everyone. No need to bubble anything up. We have Scott and Rolf here joining us from Korea, going to talk to us about what they're doing at New Momo. We have a Future Modern with us, going to talk about that creative collective. We have Rhett, aka Mankind, here to talk about his crypto art drop over on Nifty Gateway, and maybe, possibly, I'm not sure, drop some hints about this combination block that's associated with the drop that's kind of driving Twitter mad. And then last but not least, we have Jeremy joining us from the Leyline Project, here to talk to us all about that. But I'd be remiss if I don't shout out Dat Ogar. For folks that are in Cryptovoxels, this is Dat Ogar's build. He let us crash his pad this week. Big thank you to Ogar responding to our request for Cryptovoxels and Metaverse builds to host the WIP. As always, I mean, Dat Ogar is one of the best builders in the metaverse, so it's really quite an honor for us to be here. Shout out Dat Ogar. Shower him in gifts and any ERC20 tokens you may have stored in your tip CC bot wallets. And for anyone else that wants to host the WIP at their parcel, hit myself up or hit Rizzle up. Let us know, and we'll make it happen. We'll bring the WIP to your parcel. Cool. Last bit of business. I may have to leave halfway through the show. If I have to do that, I spoke to the show, and he's okay with being Matthew for the remainder of the WIP until we transition into the Afties, and then he'll become show once again. So just look out for that, and don't be surprised if you get shouted at in the middle of the WIP. You know, it's show vibes right there. But really happy to be here. This is like the highlight of my week. I always look forward to this. I'm really excited to kick things off. But first, I need to hear my dude Rizzle get everyone hype as fuck for the WIP this week. Rizzle, man, take it over.
Thank you, man. Yes, big shout out to Dat Ogar. I'm actually coming at you live from NFT 42 headquarters. Trizlet's in the room next door, and so is Jim and Nate, and we're all sort of hunkering down and war rooming it up. And I'm saying that to say I unfortunately don't have my device that will allow me to do Discord and Dat Ogar's place simultaneously because his builds are so awesome. So I'm going to try and get my Discord bit done and then hop in there and hopefully not crash my computer. But seriously, y'all, all of his stuff is definitely worth checking out. And yeah, excited to sort of take our weird meta traveling circus on the road. So like Matt said, definitely hit us up if you got some cool places. Doesn't have to be in Cryptovoxels. Obviously, last week we were somewhere. I kept calling it the wrong thing, and I'm going to goof it up. But anyway, that place was cool. If you got other cool places, definitely let us know. Let's see. A couple housekeeping things on Tuesday. At our normal Avastars giveaway, I'm going to try and not goof up this announcement here. we are doing an additional giveaway with Metaverse Dudes on Tuesday. So if you enter our normal Avastars giveaway, yes, thank you, Matt. Arium. I always wanted to call it the Atrium. I think I goofed it up a bunch of times. That's where we were last week. So we were heavy on the giveaways last week. We're going to be heavy on the giveaways this week too. If you enter the Avastars giveaway, which is the most amazing, most awesome giveaway that is super fun ever in the history of the metaverse, you will also qualify to win this. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Who's dropping links? Sandy, that's what's up. This Doge one, which is really awesome, actually. I'm a sucker for giant googly eyeballs, so I don't think I qualify for this one. Anyway, all right. So someone win this thing. You'll do the Avastar one. You'll qualify for that. We drop the details for that on Monday morning. So just make sure you're following the Metalympics account. Avastars as well. We'll retweet it from that account, so you'll know exactly what to do. It's super easy. And let's see if there's a current giveaway happening with Metaverse Dudes. Let me see. The team has mentioned that the first 10 purchasing the meme frog will also get the voxel version for free, and only one has been claimed so far. So there's like nine more out there. So yes, gave away a whole bunch of stuff last week. We got more stuff that is not ours. So come take this stuff from us. We're going to kick this thing off in a second here. Big shout out, as always, to the WIP crew for helping us pull this thing off on a weekly basis. Easy, Trizlet, Paradox, Dragonade, Trippy, Show, Timmy, Tubador, Frankie Needles out in DCL. We have 2 WIP moments this week, I believe, and I'm going to drop the big WIP drop for the beginning of this event, at least in that channel. So if you're in the WIP channel chatting right now, 3 or 2 or right below us, depending on what permissions you have. If you're in the WIP fam, WIP whale, there may be a couple channels in between. I'm going to drop the big airdrop. I think I got the command right. Cross your fingers. Oh, I got it right. So right above the WIP moment link that Sandy just dropped is a big ass airdrop of WIP coin. So make sure you click the little thing. It's not a rat anymore. We had like a mouse or something that you had to click on for a minute there. Anyway, get that. We'll do another big one at the end here. Everyone can get their WIP coin and redeem them for WIP moments. We got, like I said, 2 this week. We got a fresh POAP coming in. Big shout out to Ronex for helping us out with that. And let's kick this thing off. I think Rhett, aka Mankind, is up first. If you want to grab the mic.
I am here. Can you hear me?
Man. Sounds beautiful.
Oh, sweet. Nice to be here. I have been a whale community member for ages, and I drop in now and then on you guys, but it's good to finally be here for real. How you doing?
We can hear you perfect, dude.
Cool. Well, I will just go ahead and just introduce myself. I am Mankind on Instagram and Nifty Gateway and all other platforms, Super Rare, etc. I've been around for quite a while. My background is in digital art. I've been a creative for about 20 years doing branding, advertising, and all that types of things. If you're in Australia, you will know my work. It's quite popular here. And I have also been in crypto since 2013, 2014. And I was so happy when I saw the hashtag crypto art start popping up in my Instagram feed, and I was on it straight away over a year ago, and I knew that was going to be my future. And I was on it from the day I saw it. I knew it was made for me. And at the start of this year, I've said to myself, I am 100% crypto artist. And that's all I've been doing this year. I have so a little bit about my background. I have a drop coming on Nifty Gateway March 6 this weekend. And I've done a number of pieces, but one piece in particular, which I think people might like to hear about, it's sort of been blowing up on Twitter a bit, is one called Combination Block. And Combination Block, related to this, what I've done is I've hidden a artwork on the blockchain, and all you guys will be familiar with how that works. But what I have done with the seed words is I have distributed 12 seed words to 12 top creators in the space, and I've distributed 12 positions of those seed words to 12 top collectors in the space. So all the information is out there currently and has been for a couple of weeks. And all someone needs to do is to gather all that information together, access the wallet, go to OpenSea, connect with that wallet, and they will find a hidden artwork there. And then, of course, they can transfer it to their wallet. They'll own it. It could be worth several $1,000s, maybe even more. Who knows? But what that does in response, it acts like a sort of key unlocking a reward for someone else. Now, on the drop day, there'll be an artwork called Combination Block, and that will have 2 editions only. And the reward, if this, the key is unlocked and this other one is found by somebody, the reward for the top bidder in a silent auction on Nifty Gateway, so it'll be a silent auction for 12 minutes, 2 editions only. The top bidder will be refunded their amount and get to keep the artwork. So they'll be refunded 100% minus Nifty Gateway commission, so which is about 20%, I think. And I'll be giving that back to the top bidder in that silent auction. So they, it will get to keep the artwork and not have to pay their full highest bid. And that is what people are going crazy for at the moment on Twitter. I am up at all hours answering people's DMs, and apparently lots of creators have been getting their inbox bleeding because of this. But it's been a crazy ride, and I think some people are getting quite close actually from the feedback I've been getting, and it's turned into what I sort of perceive as like a little microcosm of the broader crypto world, which that sort of surprised me. So I've had no control of what the artists do with their seed word. Some people have dropped hints in the thread on my pinned tweet. Some people have, like Matt Kane had a declining auction on his, and somebody bought the seed word off him. Trevor Jones just had someone just in the last 30 minutes for 3 ETH buy his seed word off him, and he's donating all that to Carbon Offset, Offsetra, I think the cause is called. Other people have been doing things other ways. If you drop in their DMs, they're happy to give you the word. Some people, so the creatives are doing their thing. The collectors, as you might expect, they're sort of hoarding and keeping their information. They haven't really been giving anything out easily. There's lots of trading going on behind the scenes. There's lots of sharing. There's trading. There's selling. There's frustration. There's there's lots of things going on, and it's been quite a wild ride for me, and it's been quite a good distraction for me actually, heading up to my drop. So if you've got any questions, I'm happy to field them.
So the first question, before I pass it to Sho to ask you some more questions from the audience, is in your spiel up until now, did you or did you not drop any hints for folks that may help them to find one of the seed words?
Up until now, there are a lot of hints actually. Some are cryptic, some are clear. If you go to my pinned tweet, which is called Combination Block on my Twitter, which is RHETT, RHETT, then there's a whole thread, and there's a whole thread in there, and you just carry on down the thread, and there's a bunch of clues. And I think I haven't seen all the information out there, although I know it is, in the hands of some people. But I think we're getting quite close that if somebody was good with brute forcing, they might be able to get it really soon.
There we go. Well, Sho, man, hit them with any other questions.
Hey, Rhett, how you doing, man?
Yeah, good, thanks.
So, this whole treasure hunt slash search for keys is pretty creative. Uh, what was the inspiration behind combination block?
Well, the inspiration, I've always been into puzzles. I've always been doing lots of puzzles. And so combining that with my art is something I've done for a long time. I've got a really popular video that I did a decade ago, which I combined a puzzle when I used to be a music video director. And that's on there. So it's always been part of my life. Even, was it, I think a year ago now, I was, if anyone's familiar with non-fungibles, I was the one that solved their treasure hunt that they had going, and it had a multitude of different NFTs in there, had whale coin in there, and had other goodies in their treasure hunt, and I managed to solve that. So I've always been into it. This particular one is called combination block, a play on words for combination lock. In the way, and the artwork itself is a monolith in the forest, and it's a block that's made up of 24 other smaller blocks, which symbolizes the 12 creators and the 12 collectors. And the idea is that these two worlds colliding, the financial and the crypto side type of people, colliding with these creators that are and artists that are coming in and learning about crypto, and those crypto people are learning about art, and they're coming together, and we're colliding, and we're creating a whole new future for us heading forward that didn't exist before. And that's sort of where I sort of sit at that intersection, and I'm really sort of excited for those worlds coming together, because I can see brand new things happening out of that. And so this is what inspired me to do this artwork and to create it the way I have, is to sort of force those two to work together and to see what the outcome would be.
There you go. So I love hearing that take. I've heard it speaking with you in preparation for this drop, but I'm so happy you're able to share that with everyone here at the WIP. I just want to thank you for your time jumping up on the virtual stage like this. Really excited for the March 6th drop on Nifty Gateway, 7 p.m. Thank you again, Rhett.
Yeah, one last thing. I'll drop a clue. So exclusive for you guys in here. You'll get it early. I'll drop it, maybe in 6 hours for everyone else. But in no particular order, I'll give you 4 of the collectors who are involved in this. So in random order, we have Pablo. We've got DCL Blogger. We've got Goldtree, also known as Goltra, and O'Shiny. So that's 4 collectors who are involved in this.
There you go. WIP fam, you heard it. Go get it. Go crack the code.
Good luck.
Thanks, dude. Cool. And next up, we have Scott and Rolf here from Korea. Super early morning on Friday. Thank you guys for joining us. Whenever you're ready, unmute yourselves and tell us what you're doing at New Momo. 1 second. I think Scott may have been whacked.
Yeah, sorry, I whacked Scott. Scott had a hot mic. We got him.
There we go. We got them.
Hey guys, can you hear me all right?
Yep, loud and clear.
Awesome. Yeah, first off, thank you, Matt, for bringing me on. It's an honor to be talking to the WIP. My partner Rolf and I have been starting New Momo here in South Korea for about the last 9 months. We've been working on this project where we're taking an education/agency approach to introducing artists into the NFT space. Currently, we are in our first auction with Engwin. He is from Norway. He was our first artist that we have worked with since November. and his auction right now is being dropped as we speak. It's already being bid on, so really happy with the results there. And the idea here is what we're trying to build is a way for NFT artists to enter into this kind of new paradigm shift and learn about NFTs, not just how to do them, but learn about why and like what the meaning is behind it. And so for the last 2 months, as we've been working with Engwin, we've been helping kind of develop a story, and that's also taking different parts of blockchain tools to incorporate that into telling his story. Collaborating with like MetaFactory, with one of their Genesis jackets, Hopper, one of the partners that Rolf knows pretty well, and then just randomly we found out that Engwin was getting a lot of kind of initial praise even before this NFT craze happened from Beeple, surprisingly enough. And so we reached out to Beeple himself, and we were able to kind of inject some Easter eggs into the NFTs from his open editions. So be on the lookout for that. And so right now, after this, we are going to be working with a couple new artists in this space. A really talented artist called Nina Hawkins. And then we're also going to be dropping soon in the next couple weeks our first Korean animator called Zine. And he has created this wonderful story about a thief that steals pencils. And we're pretty excited to, bring him into the mix. And so just want to say thanks again for letting me talk. I know Rolf is here. He's having some mic issues himself. And so, yeah, that's kind of what we're doing at Momo. And just really just a pleasure to be here. I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest, because I know you guys are all like super OGs. And I've been in this space only for about the last 9 months, seriously. So I've had a lot of good mentoring, though, from Rolf. He's been here for quite some time. So, yeah, thank you.
Dude, no need to be nervous. The whip is love. It's a soft cushion for you. Nothing to fear.
Thanks, man.
Cool.
And then last thing, I guess before I end here, is we prepared a pretty special, I guess, raffle, I would say. So what we're trying to do with Engwin's drop. So the idea here is to build stories. We believe that in the NFT space, stories are going to win. And so we've created this story of an art smuggler turned art protector. And that is kind of the foundation for his first NFTs, exploring this idea of censorship, data protection, and what it means to protect our art in the digital age. And so just for the WIP, we came up with a raffle. Not as cool as Mankind's treasure hunt, but we'll get there. And so I'll put the link here for you guys. In the WIP moments, I'm guessing.
If you do it in the WIP channel, that's great. Or WIP moments, so people can always find it. There's not as much chatter in there.
Cool. So yeah, in the WIP moments, there is the form there. It's pretty simple. Just fill out, copy and paste your Twitter link, copy and paste your ETH address, retweet this post. So there's a link to a post. All you gotta do is retweet that. It would be helpful if you could write a little bit, write a nice comment about it. But that's up to you. And then after 72-hour auction ends on March 7th, the top 3 winners will get an NFT collectible from the transmission. And so what is an NFT collectible? We believe that, again, as more and more NFTs come out, this idea behind NFT collectibles is kind of like, movie memorabilia, people collecting old posters of their favorite movies. I think this is going to be something that's similar to what new artists are going to be doing with their social media marketing. We believe that some of that content should actually be really part of that journey and part of that story. And so we'll be creating our own kind of NFT collectibles for England on OpenSea. And you guys will have kind of an exclusive bundle that we'll give out to the top 3 winners of the raffle. So yeah, again, thank you, Matthew, thank you, WIP, thank you everyone that is part of this amazing organization and just amazing community, and just really grateful and thankful to have a chance to even speak to you guys. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Cool. Don't run away from the WIP just yet. We have Show here to hit you with some questions.
Okay.
Hey, Scott, what's going on?
What's up, man?
And shout out to Rolf. He's in the channel typing. Sorry about the microphone issues, man. But let's see here. Your newsletter has a very down-to-earth vibe to it. I like it. It feels very grassroots, very art community. It's really cool. What sort of stories are you looking to tell through Numomo in the future?
Yeah, thank you, Show, for that question. That's a great question. So what we're trying to build is a platform, or I guess a space for artists to share their own stories, but at the same time also inject some of the blockchain history to preserve it for the future. And this is where kind of Rolf has become instrumental in helping pick out kind of defining moments and or defining influential people or influential companies that are kind of helping to shape this space. As again, we move fast, and so we know that crypto moves even faster, but it's going to be important for artists in the future, we believe, to have some sort of foundational connection to a lot of these special moments that we experience, and will make the NFTs, in our opinions, iconic. And so those are the stories that we want to explore. Censorship, data privacy, identity theft, which was funny enough because today, right before Engwin's drop, there was a guy that actually stole his entire identity and put up a picture on Rarible. And just luckily enough, as we were searching OpenSea to start the collectibles, we found them. And so like just knowing that some of these issues are going to occur, but then there will be a point in time when someone in the blockchain is smart enough to figure all that out and solve these problems. We want to kind of help preserve that history, so it's not lost just to hype or just to like big money sales. So those are the stories that we're looking at telling.
That's awesome. You also mentioned social media during your presentation, and I was curious about some novel ways that crypto artists are attempting to market themselves from your perspective. What do you see, some positives? What do you see that they do in order to market themselves in the space?
Okay, so what do crypto artists do? I think we're seeing a lot of artists kind of band together, like these tribes of artists, which is good. I feel like they're almost creating their own guilds in a way to help kind of support themselves. I think that is also going to be the future for new NFT artists and or collectors who are looking to collect art from these artists, is looking to see who they are working with. And so we've seen artists do that, just kind of help tweet each other out. And then, we haven't seen what, of course, I'm going to say we haven't seen what we've been doing, which is kind of creating a social media story. We were using Scent before. We're probably going to start using some valuables in a couple days to try to increase just visibility, and also wanting to incorporate more kind of the blockchain tools that are exploring this in experimenting, like marble cards, for example. We're going to probably reach out to them a little bit to get them more more involved. But yeah, with social media, I think the big thing is really finding that community that's going to support you in an authentic way. And yeah, and then of course Clubhouse has just been awesome. I think everyone kind of who is able to get on Clubhouse has been taking you know, has been doing a great job. I know Sandy's been killing it on Clubhouse, so shout out to Sandy. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Well, thank you so much, Scott and Rolf from the Momo. WIP fam greatly appreciates your presentation and your time.
Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, pleasure. Thank you.
That's awesome. And next up, we have A Future Modern. A Future Modern, please unmute your microphone if you can.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, man.
Cool. Yeah, so my name's Chibu. I founded A Future Modern, and we are basically looking to empower communities through their ideas to better the world. The idea is to bring technologists and artists as well as entrepreneurs, activists, researchers together at a round table to sort of create infrastructures and fix the problems that don't allow ideas that better human life to kind of take hold. And so I've always seen blockchain as a really important kind of force in that battle in terms of allowing people to self-determine and sort of recognize value between each other without there being some sort of corrupting intervention. So, I guess in terms of my background, I studied computer science and economics in school, but was always really interested in like how technology can help society, and also really interested in art and music, and always found that really inspiring in terms of just the ability to sort of create something from nothing that creates these beautiful moments. And I really started to understand how sort of undervalued that was in society. And sorry, my headphones fell out, but started to connect the dots in terms of how technology could help that. So I really felt like there needed to be essentially a technology company that was run by artists, so that the sort of mechanisms and the way that it was set up was really for and by artists and people with ideas, so that their value is sort of put first and foremost. So we have sort of different verticals, mobs. We call them under that Future Modern umbrella. And I guess you can go to our cent.co/thefuturemodern to sort of learn more about all of them. But one project in particular that is relevant to the WIP is Artel. And with Artel, we're essentially looking to bring the underground into crypto art. So partnering with significant independent artists in sort of the street and urban sectors, and really taking advantage of the parallels between what they're doing as indie artists and trying to define their own value and what is possible with the blockchain and NFTs in terms of being able to define your own value. So I am a big believer in hip hop and sort of urban culture being what brings this to the people and really the people who need it most, the people whose value in society is the most underrecognized. So I'm really excited with what we're doing around Artel and just crypto art in general. The artists that we've gotten the opportunity to work with already and are have in the plans to work with. Most recently, we did a drop with Meta Factory, and the pre-sale actually began, I think, maybe the day before the Fuocious crypto sneaker drop. So I still say we're the first dual physical virtual or NFT virtual sneaker that was available for retail. And so pretty simple drop. The way that it works is there's 100 limited, and every physical sneaker that you buy will come with an NFT virtual rendering of the sneaker that you can wear in Cryptovoxels. And so that was a collaboration between Pixels and a brand that is a part of our collective called Mandem. And presented by Future Moderns. So, if you participate in the drop, you can, expect the robot rewards as well as rewards in our social token Build. And Build, as the name implies, is about building. We are creating a collaborative and mentor-based community incentivized through this token to where as a holder of the token, you'll get access to exclusive experiences that our artists put on ephemerally. So live streams is something that we're trying to get pretty massive right now. So having our DJs and artists do live stream performances, even fine artists that'll do live stream drawing and painting that we have coming up with. People who show up will be able to get that like a scan of that painting as an NFT. So early access and like pop-up opportunities. So we really want it to be kind of a gathering ground. It's like a group Patreon, but you are actually investing in the artist as opposed to just throwing your money down a subscription drain. And it's also just an information space about crypto and non-crypto things that are helping to shape and change the world right now. And what direction do we want to take those in, and who's working on projects in those spaces, and how can we help uplift them and amplify them. So really excited about the potential for the space incubator and sort of a community development ecosystem for ideas that help better the world. So I just wanted to stop by and say, hey, thanks everyone for having me. Definitely check out the Meta Factory drop, and I'll do a giveaway of Build to everyone who showed up. And if you show me that you've already made a purchase. Like if you can DM me the transaction or whatever, then I'll add some more builds on top of that, just for the people who show me they already made the purchase. And yeah, that was all. Thanks everyone again for this, and this has been really fun.
That's awesome. That you have a lot of great projects in the pipeline. It sounds really exciting. You touched on one, and I want to kind of highlight that. You've recently done a collab with Mandem and our good friends, a family member, Pixels, over at Meta Factory, obviously. And but you also didn't mention that it was for Black History Month, correct?
Yeah, we wanted to sort of time it with Black History Month, and then this month is Black Futures Month, so it really kind of works out that we had the pre-sale in Black History Month, and then the actual shipments will go out during Black Futures Month. I just think that was appropriate.
That's great.
Yeah, all Black collaborators.
That's
On the
awesome.
drop.
Yeah. How did that come about? And what were the inspirations behind the design of the footwear?
If Pixels wants to talk more about the design, well, I guess I can sort of, set the table, and then if they want to add anything to that. But I came into, so I guess the story of this really starts with the story of Future Modern. Like, I actually first thought of the idea of Future Modern in like 2015, and I wrote a manifesto about how we're all going to move off of these kind of like social media or like streaming platforms, and it's all going to be like crypto media and like NFTs and these kind of things. And was going around like a madman, like telling people about these ideas. And but it was very theoretical at that point, because a lot of the platforms were in their very early infancy, and it was really hard to show people like what I was talking about. So some years pass, and I'm like working in kind of like traditional like startup worlds, and then finally I'm able to go into this full time, like starting like kind of like 9 months ago, around the same time Numomo, it sounds like they really started getting into this. And so I just had all these ideas about NFTs, like what can you do with them? Can you make physical art into NFT? Can you make like a shoe into an NFT? Like what's out there? So really just dove in, like joined every single like platform, Discord, Telegram, just like asked all the like silliest questions. I was definitely at first like the caught on the, well, can't you just like right click and download, like kind of thing. And then it it started to click to me like, okay, like this is proof of ownership and scarcity, and that's what drives the value. And I was like, okay, I think it would be really cool to use this for clothes, because you have, this whole drop culture around clothes, and this whole secondary market is like, really powerful in fashion, and especially streetwear. And the creators don't see that secondary market. I mean, look at this whole story that happened with that kid whose mom worked at Nike, and it's like, oh, okay, like that makes sense. Like this is just like completely gamed system. And it would be really powerful to sort of democratize that, so people like Mandem, who is just like a childhood friend of mine, who I know makes really dope just stuff in general. Like when I met him, he was a rapper, and then he transitioned into fashion when he realized like his rapper merch was like selling more than like his music. So he's just like, you know, a creative person, and it's like that. You know, those kind of people I feel like should be uplifted. So it's like, you know, let's do something. You know, kind of got him warmed up to the digital fashion idea. He was, you know, definitely already sort of looking forward in that direction, but I think COVID definitely helped move things along in terms of like, yes, we should, you know, get into this now. This is kind of the opportunity. And so I was like, we sort of talked about different designs and what could kind of incorporate it into that. He had like already had like a computer design, like a code design where it's like ones and zeros and code are like in the design of the garment. So we were originally like thinking about that. And then so we got like 3 designs, and then we basically landed on the one that would be most easy to like voxelify. And so, you know, that's what this was. So definitely, you know, look out for more drops in the future that have, you know, completely different designs. Like, you know, we're probably never going to do camo again. So that's kind of how it came together. I, you know, presented those 3 designs to Pixels, and then they were like, this is the best one to work with, and they whipped it up obviously masterfully, and here we are.
That's awesome. Really quickly, we have a 2-parter, super short question here from both Easy and Sandy. They would both like to know, you mentioned something about robot rewards, and are there any female sizes in the US available for this awesome design?
Yeah, so I think all the sizes are in men's. So whatever, but I think it goes down to 5. So whatever like your convertible sizes. But that's a good point. I think we could definitely look into having like a conversion there, so you don't have to like, you can feel represented in sizes.
That's great. Afties Modern, thank you so much for coming through and presenting at the WIP. A lot of information there to digest. We were all copying and pasting into our Google Docs so we can follow you. Please follow the links there. Next up, we have Jeremy from Leyline. Hey, Jeremy, trying to see if your mic is muted.
Hello. Testing. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're coming in loud and clear, my friend.
All right, fantastic. Thank you for having me. And we've also got our creative director here too, Christian. Is it possible to give him audio privileges? Because he'll be helping me present a bit of our updates today.
Working on it right now, man.
Thank you very much.
Looks like Christian's ready to go. He just needs to unmute his mic.
All right, fantastic. And just a heads up, we'll be able to do some screen sharing today, as well as posting some links, so that way we can show you some NFT art and assets that we're creating. But for anybody that's not familiar with us yet, we pop into the community pretty regularly here, but I feel like this community grows like every single minute, which is awesome. But yeah, essentially, we are a nonprofit, open source, open knowledge project, and our focus is really building this community and ecosystem of positive impact. So really want to leverage this wave of NFT and crypto and really tie a lot of this activity to doing good things in the real world. So that's a lot of our focus here. And if you'd like to learn more about it, you can go check us out at leyline.gd and check out our website and sign up. But we can go into a little bit of what that starts to look like. So we basically launched in late November, or at least publicly launched, and got about 1,600 users now on the platform, 1,200 on our waiting list. So we're in closed alpha at the moment, and we are happy to hook you guys up with alpha access in this community if you are down, you can just join our Discord and poke our mods, and we'll hook you up. We do have our prize pool already in place with minted NFTs getting into play. And the cool thing is that we've already got our we got our users have donated 60,000 hours of computing power to cancer research, climate research, COVID research. We have incentivized 3,000 days of exercise, and already got folks to donate, about 10 or 11 pints of blood to the Red Cross and potentially save 27 lives. So this is just the beginning. And the way we incentivize is two areas. One is we gamify good, which means that we've got all the leaderboards, achievements, progress, skill bars, etc., that we're starting to build out. So a lot of our background is we come from the gaming industry. So I worked over at Blizzard Entertainment for about 10 years, helped to launch World of Warcraft, Overwatch, Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, etc. And we've got about 70 people on our project right now coming from the tech and gaming industry. So we've got a lot of experience here in building out all these gamification platforms. And what we're doing is setting up all these partnerships with nonprofit organizations, academic institutions, gaming brands, all kind of coming together to throw in their support for our prize pool. So essentially, you do all these good things in the world. You rack up leyline points for exercising and donating computing power and just having it sit idle. You use those leyline points to claim prizes in our prize pool, which includes everything from gift cards for Bitcoin, for Amazon, for all sorts of different things, even Chipotle if you want like food, and Sephora for makeup. And our partners are donating just random cool shit into the prize pool, like free games and discount codes for PC hardware and stuff like that. So keep on throwing more and more awesome stuff into the prize pool, and every one of those prizes is going to come with an NFT. So that's what we're going to showcase today, is like what these NFTs look like, what the profile looks like, and we want to make people feel like a badass, like you are a hero in the real world because you are literally helping save lives and make the world a better place. And we want that to be represented in your NFT, or rather in your avatar that is compatible across the blockchain with the rest of the metaverse. So that's the vision that we're trying to build here. Happy to answer any questions. I would love to have you guys as part of the community because we want to get money into people's hands. We're trying to address this massive income inequality that is taking place right now. The crisis, like even just the US alone, we've had 30 million people now thrust into food scarcity in the past year, and about 130 million across the planet. It is a horrible situation right now, and our focus is really to help. So anyway, that's the kind of the spiel, and I'd love to introduce Christian Spencer, our creative director, and he is just a wonderful human being. And what I'm going to do is do a quick screen share and pull up a slide deck. Let me see if this is going to work for you guys. Can you see my screen? Testing.
Yep.
All right,
We can see it.
fantastic. All right, cool. So Christian, I will hand it over to you, my friend, if you'd like to talk through our portfolio.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jeremy. Thanks for having me. It's my first time on the channel. Some super interesting ideas already, and but yeah, I'd like to just share kind of our vision for the profile and sort of what's going to be the identity for people on our platform that are trying to do good in the world. So that, as Jeremy mentioned, we're building a platform that gamifies good. We're looking to have like achievements and NFT rewards that are attached to benefiting society and doing things that we all benefit from. So you'll see kind of like on the left side some of our gamification components for like achievements and just aggregating stats personally, as a community, showing what those look like and really trying to make everyone feel the impact collectively that we can have through a program and just generally a culture that celebrates doing good. So right side, you'll see like kind of a preview of sort of what we're envisioning for our profile, which is really kind of taking these NFTs, having like rich animation to them, really creating like an atmospheric experience that sort of feels like its own world. A concept that we're touching on a lot and trying to find the right balance to is really like in gaming and art in general. Really, the idea is to sort of to craft this image that's a representation of where we'd like to see the world, and kind of comparing ourselves to where that is like a really good benchmark into making progress. So I think art really lends itself to that narrative naturally, and we're looking to create things that gamers would really like to get their hands on, that look cool, allow them to express themselves in unique ways, and really and personable. So so you're seeing at the bottom, that inventory in the bottom right side, you can see like kind of the items that are equipped. The idea would be these are all earned through doing good in the world. So they're essentially like backed by the value of social good. It's kind of like the best analogy I've come up with is sort of, when you buy something from recycled plastics that were recovered from the ocean or something, there's a cool essence to it that's more than just the item itself. It's what it represents, and in our case, that's people doing good in the world and having a massive impact collectively. So yeah, I just like, we have an amazingly talented team of artists, that most of which are donating their time and sending us assets. But just briefly, I'd like to kind of walk you through sort of the variety of the items. And Jeremy, if you just go back 1 second, one thing I do want to point out is just, so in this initial profile, what we're looking, you see like kind of the spell book that's on fire. That'd be like an item you can feature. The character would be like kind of your main avatar, and that represents you. The kind of adorable pet rock that steals the show would be like kind of a companion that you can equip. And then the background itself, which in this case is like a portal scene, would also be customizable. So yeah, you can start going through the artwork, but here's some some a few examples of sort of what we have in the avatar space. And we have different variations of each. We're planning on providing versions that are animated, different colors, like different rarities of each, and quite a bit of variation. So you can keep going through some of these. So here's some more of the avatars, and you can see we have like kind of a pretty eclectic theme, but I think overall it makes for a much more interesting overall possibility in terms of like what your profile could look like. So go ahead and keep going through some of these. Yeah, so superhero, jester. And then the next section is going to be kind of the companions. So here are some variations on companions you can have next to your side. The pet rock, which I think is currently the in-house favorite. And some more examples of that. Okay, so like the second rock is like encrusted with diamonds. So we're playing with different ideas where we can kind of make these items unique and really represent sort of their scarcity that they'll have on the platform. And then the next section is going to be these are sort of items that you can feature in your profile. And eventually we're moving towards like a system where your avatar will be able to wear different items, like say a helmet or shield or a shirt, like being able to kind of customize your avatar. Initially we're just going to kind of allow you to like feature your favorite item, but that functionality is something that is on our roadmap and we're planning. But here's just a quick look through kind of the variety of just ideas and eclectic execution that we have. That's pretty fun. And like the brainstorming sessions and just the different styles of artists that have come in and donated their time, and in many cases and the passion behind the project in general is kind of a pretty unique outcome to a project in my experience. So yeah, if you just go through the rest of the item, some of the items, you can get kind of a general feel of the variety we're creating and trying to allow for, like all different time periods, different themes, like medieval, futuristic. It's a little bit all over the place. So
Christian, just to highlight as well, so this friendship bracelet and the Hydra Trident, these are actually exclusive to our Refer a Friend program. So basically, we have all these different incentive programs and events that are going on where we allocate very specific NFTs that are only possible through specific actions. So there's going to be a lot of different variety there, but some that are extremely exclusive and time limited. So just throwing that out there too.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. And like, we'll be experimenting kind of with what's popular in some different systems as far as how you can earn items, and featuring specific ones through NFT sale, and some that are only earned through maybe donating blood 3 times would be a specific item or something like that. Probably wouldn't want to do it all in a row, but like just the general idea is to provide a visual reward as well as a financial one. We have prizes in our game, in our pool, that you can earn as well. So yeah, if you want to go through just kind of the rest of the artwork, you can kind of get an idea of we're going to kind of have something for everybody on the platform, I think, at the end of the day, with with all the different artwork that we're aggregating. I think another interesting concept, if you look at the sketch one, it's almost like, I think a cool idea I've been playing with would be like to show the progression of an item as well. I think the artist community, there might be kind of a cool, like almost instructional basis to that, if you could see like a piece of art going from its concept phase to finished and shaded. And I think there could be something cool in collecting it in its various stages, and being able to sort of visualize that process as well. Yeah, that's an overview of just sort of a small selection of our items, and the general profile, which is the context they'll live in.
And I would also add as well that the idea behind our NFTs is that we really want to turn this into we are building the system constantly, so we ship new features and bugs every single day, and the idea is that we're going to add more and more functionality and utility to these NFTs over time. And as Christian said, you're actually going to see that evolution of the NFT, and it'll just live on the blockchain, where you can see different stages where it starts out with its initial concept and then moves into its animated model, which moves into its 3D model. So we're going to constantly add more and more utility to this thing to make it just as badass as possible. And our approach here is that we want to partner with everybody, we want to just really be a part of the metaverse, where leyline items are compatible in other universes, and vice versa, that we give a home for other projects that would like to have their items showcased on a leyline profile. So in many ways, if there's anybody out there that wants to collaborate and partner up, we would love to do that, because I think we all need to just come together and try to orient ourselves for good, and to be this global community. And I think that's our contribution into the metaverse, is that we want to just really bridge this gap between problems in the real world and this virtual world that we're all kind of shifting into. And my personal concern is, if we spend all of our days on the computer, we potentially could lose our empathy and care for the problems that are taking place in the real world. So one way to prevent that kind of scenario is build an economy that kind of brings you back into exercising and caring for the climate, and have that achievement represented in your digital avatar. So that's very much the vision that we're aiming for. And I think that's the big update. I know we've got some limited time here, but we're making a ton of progress, and we would love for all of you guys to join the community. Join Alpha Test. We're going to hook you up with some amazing NFTs, and they're going to get better and better over time. So open to any questions. What would you like to know?
Oh, that was an awesome presentation. So many colors. It's cool, y'all. For everybody looking in stream. So Jeremy, in the Game Changes podcast, you mentioned that through Leyline, you'd like to provide freedom and autonomy to people by making people's lives better. So what qualities, skills, or interests would your ideal student ambassador have?
This is a great question. I think there's some key fundamentals that are really important for success in career, but just I think like as a human being. And it's less about your hard skills, but rather, are you open to learning? Do you have a passion and curiosity to challenge your existing assumptions, to be open to new ideas, and to be able to change your mind when the data presents a facts otherwise? The second is commitment and resilience. So, a lot of things that you do in life are all about, failure and trial and error. So not being able to shy away from failure and just being persistent and constantly trying to learn from a lot of your mistakes. I think those are probably the key fundamentals. This curiosity, this passion to get better and better, and the ability to just never quit and just keep on going. So I think those are very much things we look for as core attributes in our student ambassadors. But what's interesting, at least for what we're doing on a Leyline project, we got 70 people now participating, but what you'll find is this common theme of values and mission, and this idea that, we're here to make the world a better place. We're not here to become billionaires or just, make a bunch of money and then, fly off to our private island. People are just putting in their time because they want this vision of the future to become real. And I think because of that, because we're so focused on the mission, it brings in this wonderful community of caring, empathic, passionate people. We're all bonded together by geek culture and gaming and the crypto world. So, I think there's something really special about the kind of talent that we attract. So there's certainly an element of culture that we really protect and take care of. And it's really, we want to live and breathe like honesty, transparency, and altruism, because if we do that well in our organization, that carries through into our product and into our overall community. So hope that answers the question. That's a lot.
Oh no, that was great. We also have another question for Christian. Christian, if you're still there.
Yeah.
So if you had access to anything in the world, what would be the one thing that you would need to accomplish Leyline's goals in the future? The one singular thing.
That's a tough one. One singular thing. I mean, the easy answer would be money, right? But I think it's actually more important than that. I think we already have it. I think it's purpose. As Jeremy mentioned, like this is the third startup I've worked in my career, and honestly, the most humbling thing about this entire project is the incredible caliber of people that are attracted to this mission and purpose. We're somewhat in our infancy, but there are people from the top of their fields that are contributing a lot of their time and their heart into making this a reality. So I think we already have it. But I guess maybe it'd be a matter of just letting other people know that it exists. It's a really exciting project to be a part of, and to any capacity. And it's a very different sort of business. It's just absolutely infectious and exciting to be a part of.
That's great. All right, there you have it. That was Jeremy and Christian from Leyline, and for everyone in attendance and the presenters, thank you so much, presenters. Scott from Numomo, A Future Modern, Rhett, Mankind, and Jeremy and Christian from Leyline. Thank you so much for your presentations. Before we transition into the next phase of the WIP, hey. Jeremy, be careful. Your stream, you're currently showing your Twitter account. You don't want to dock yourself or do anything.
I was going to share our link.
Sure, Bobby.
Yeah, it looks like you guys got it already. Thank you.
Yeah, you don't. The team has been releasing links throughout the entire presentation.
I just caught on the chat. Thank you so much.
No problem. But before we transition, I believe that Paradox would like to have a group photo with everyone who is in World. If you aren't in World already, please hop into Cryptovoxels at this awesome Ogar build. Shout out to Ogar. That's my guy. One of the greatest voxel builders in the history of voxel building. Please, if someone has a link, or maybe we can't post links because we have some awesome solid bots implemented by Sandy Meows. Thank you, Sandy. Yeah, so if you're in the world, before I pass the mic to Rizzle for cleanup and all those things, please. Oh, and also, Paradox, if you'd like to unmute and direct people,
Yo,
that'd
how's
be
it going,
great.
everybody? Thanks, Joe. Hey, guys, Paradox, the friendly neighborhood cameraman. Right, so if you are in world, come outside. On the top floor, there's like a balcony. You'll see a floating blue man. If you can stand on the balcony, we will get this show on the road. Everybody about 30 seconds, and then I'm going to try a countdown sound effect to see if it actually works. Right, anybody inside? Come on, move along, everybody. Nearly there. Okay, right, guys, I'm going to give you about 10 more seconds, and then we're going to take this picture. I can see Sandy, got Strawberry Sif, Pixels up front, Ogar's right in the front, of course. I can see Trislet still inside. Stencils with us. Okay, cool, right. Guys, I'm going to click the play on this sound effect. It may be god-awful because my internet is rubbish, but let's try this. See if you can hear it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
And that is your photo. How was that? Did it sound okay? Is it rubbish? We'll see. Cool. Cheers, guys. I'm going to pass the mic right back over to show. Cheers.
That was fun. That had to be one of the most fun picture taking experiences I've ever had in my life. Thank you, Paradox. You're so talented and incredible. All right, I'm gonna pass this hot potato over mic to Rizzle. Yeah, man.
Dude, you're killing it, man. In Matthew's absence, really appreciate you stepping in and handling the show, dude. Just got a couple housekeeping items. I'm not even really sure what show does now. Does he like sort of go, run out back and put on a different hat and come back for the Afties? Come get us. We'll find out, I guess. All right, last big WIP moment drop taking place in the WIP moment channel. You have time. Don't worry. It should. Stay up for 15 minutes or so. So hop into the WIP Moment channel. One or two things beneath us here. Let's see. Any other housekeeping stuff? Do our giveaway thing. Look out for that on Monday. Definitely check out the weekly events. I'm not going to go through all of them. There's a ton of them. Big shout out to My World kicking this thing off and their weekly event that happens on Tuesdays. Let's see. We got the photo op in. We got the WIP drop. I think we did it, y'all. I think we did all the things. So, if you've changed personalities or if you're just gonna roll with like the fake Matt mojo, that was dope as well. But dude, if you're ready to take the mic, yes, thank you, Sandy. Make sure to check out the weekly schedule. Now's the time to chime in if I miss anything, but I think we did all the things. And check out the weekly schedule. Show up for all of our stuff. If all of your friends aren't hitting you up to tell you about NFTs and crypto yet, they probably will be soon. So bring them over our way. We're working on setting up the intro channel, and a lot of people have been hopping in here lately. And because of that, a lot of people have been super, super helpful in onboarding noobs and showing them how to, get educated in this space properly and not drop some junk and just like peace out. So, all right, show, man. Wait, hang on. Oh, all right. So, someone's got to miss the Afties. Blasphemy. Ohm is a steady dude around here, though. We'll let him slide. Show, dude, grab the mic for me, man, if you're ready to take it.
I'm always ready. Y'all, if you're brand new to the Afties, this is the portion of the WIP where things happen, things are said. And whether or not they're true or false doesn't matter. So long as you say it and you put some bass behind your voice, people will believe it. Yeah. And the reason why I'm speaking so low is because I'm about to do things that people who are regular attendees know. And if you're not aware, just lower your speakers or your headphone volume just a bit, but then later on, you know, turn it up if you want to hear. Yeah. So, oh yeah, motherfuckers! Oh yeah, whip fam, whip fam, whip fam. Hey, listen. On this bunk bed that we call the metaverse, right? I'm the little brother in your ear screaming and yelling, yeah, Whip fam, wake the fuck up, Whip fam. You had 4 dope ass presenters speak to you. You had 4. I counted 4 dope presenters speak to you, and you're sleeping. You're sleeping in. It's 4:16 p.m. Eastern time, and you're sleeping in.
Hey, naps are beneficial, man. Let me take a free nap.
Hey! You all, it's not time for you to speak yet. It's not time for you to speak yet. You know what this is. And if you don't know what this is, I'm going to tell you what this is. This is the Afties. In the Afties, in case you're brand new, it's only hot takes and opinions only. Yeah? If you have a question, you phrase it rhetorically, put some bass behind your voice, say it like you mean it. Grab your balls, grab your invisible balls, and you scream and yell. Put some bass behind your voice, and just so you know, the loudest voice in the room is actually consciously not saying things that they really believe. Yeah? Actually consciously not saying things that they really believe. Think about what I just said. No. I'm saying shit and I don't even believe it. I don't even believe what I'm saying, so you don't have to either. You take everything I say with a grain of salt. Just because I'm the loudest voice in the room and I'm putting bass behind my voice does not mean that it is correct, that even I stand by what I'm saying. I'm just giving a hot take. I'm just giving an opinion. Because if you're on Twitter, right, all you get are fucking opinions, right? Don't mean that they believe it. Hey, they woke up, they rolled out of bed, they just type some shit, go right back to sleep. Then all of a sudden they wake up to thousands of notifications in their Twitters, tons of DMs, right? They don't even know what the hell they said. Same thing here in the Afties. Don't run away. Don't call mom and dad and talk about, oh my God, the whip was so awesome. Leyline was so great. A Future Modern was so great. Talk about it here. Talk about your feelings about what each presenter has just said to you right here with us, with the rest of the whip fam. Oh, yes. All right. That being said, the theme for this week for the Afties is, wait for it. And if you haven't turned your headphone and speaker volume up, please do so now. It's cool. I will yell and scream at certain points, from here on out. So you can raise it. It's cool. Yeah. But the theme, wait for it, for the Afties is the Crafties. It is the Crafties. We're being fucking creative in this bitch. We're being creative. You see what I did there? The Afties for this week is the Crafties. And you know what we're crafting? You know what we're cooking up? You know what we're cooking the fuck up? You have to phrase your hot take or opinion. You have to cook up your hot take or opinion in the form of a tweet. Oh, yes. In the form of a fucking tweet. Yeah? Yeah. All right. So, that being said, here are my 4 tweets. Yeah? Each hot take an opinion in the form of a tweet. Feel free to hop in and add yours. This is a timeline that we call Token Smart. Timeline that we call the Afties. Let's do it. Here's the first in relation to the first presenter, right? Numomo had some awesome things to talk about. Here's my tweet. Newsflash. The Kings of Leon are releasing the first audio NFT in the form of an album to ever exist. Absolutely no one has ever created an audio or music NFT before this date, March 4th, 2021. Absolutely no one did. the Kings of Leon are pioneers and have created an entirely brand new market. I love the Kings of Leon. Thoughts on my tweet?
I don't like it. Screw your tweet, man.
That's what you're typing in reply to my tweet? Right
Yeah.
under my tweet? That's what you're saying?
Yeah. This is my toxic tweet. Screw your tweet.
Let me get some more tweets. Kings of Leon. Oh yeah. If you can name a title from one of their songs, I probably jam to it in the shower. Kings of Leon. Shout out to Kings of Leon. Being innovators in the space, pioneers. No one has ever created an audio NFT album until it was actually yesterday. But this day, the innovation.
Bullshit.
Everybody's
Connie was
innovating
first.
for the first time and doing it first and best, right?
Is that a rhetorical tweet, or is that are you replying?
That
with
was
the question?
rhetorical. Yeah. I mean, how can everybody be the first? Yeah, everybody wants to claim that, or maybe not everybody, but lots of people try and get that, and it just ain't so.
Hey, Rolling Stone tweeted it, so it had to be right. Shout out to Rolling Stone.
People can be wrong.
It
Just
has
because
to
they're
be-
famous, they're not right.
Don't believe everything you read.
Oh my God, Tweet Storm from Drago Nate and Easy and Crypto. Any other tweets, y'all? Tweets, man. Dude, this is the first ever music album to be released as an audio NFT in the world, in the history of the universe. No one has ever done this. And hey, and we needed this awesome band, Kings of Leon. They did it, y'all. They did it.
At Kings of Leon, have you researched audio NFTs much? Question mark. Exclamation. Question mark.
No.
Hashtag even
but
know
I
what you're talking about.
No, but I've listened to Kings of Leon. I follow Rolling Stone. That's all I need. That's where I get all my information from.
Hashtag DYOR.
Cool. You have like three opinions that you follow. Nice. That'll definitely inform you about the entire world, man.
Yeah, maybe I need a newsletter that's tapped in like Numomo that'll tell me if that's the case. You're trying to tell me DYOR. Maybe I need a newsletter that tells me just as much as Rolling Stone tells me. How about that?
Why just Rolling Stone?
I need Numomo.
Follow.
That's what I need.
Like,
Tweets,
retweet.
thoughts. Hey, if you'd like to have your mic unmuted, if your server muted, let me know, right? Say it like you mean it. Say it like you mean it. This is the Afties. This is the Crafties. Craft a tweet and tweet it out.
Hashtag join the conversation.
Hashtag Zuckerberg.
You know what Zuckerberg does? Zuckerberg innovates. He innovates. Libra coin / what is it? I don't even know the new name of the coin. It's so innovative and brand new. It's a 4-letter word. It's DI something. I don't know, but it's awesome. It's awesome. Shout out to Mark Zuckerberg innovating things, connecting people learning to speak to each other. It's great. All right, moving on. In regards to our second presenter, here's my tweet. I had some coffee 9 a.m. in the morning, and I'm inspired by our second presenter. This is what I tweeted out. I said, digital wearables don't have a use case in the real world, bro. How am I supposed to put these shoes on, man? How am I supposed to put on these Pixel shoes? Pixels isn't making shoes for me to wear. It's Pixels' fault. I wasted all this money on these shoes, and I can't wear them out. I can't wear them to any baby showers. I can't wear them to family cookouts.
You're the one that bought them. Why the hell are you blaming poor Pixels?
It's Pixels' fault.
Why?
In the metaverse to put on your digital kicks.
What is that?
virtual worlds where you can have an avatar and use these wearables to be stylish.
I'm trying to wear sneakers in the streets. I'm trying to go get a slice of pizza and wear these sneakers outside. And I can't.
I'm in slippers. Still in lockdown mentality, so my sneaks are all digital these days.
Don't get me
Look at your receipt. Look at your mail. Look at transaction. You will receive, if you purchased the digital shoe, you will also purchase the physical. Check the size that you got. Check mail. Hashtag pixels forever. Hashtag coffee. Hashtag high.
Is this the A Future Modern Pixels Mandem customer support tweet Twitter account like responding? Like you're 5 hours late. I needed you to respond to me 5 minutes ago. I'm unhappy with the product. I can't wear it outside.
Don't call me for support.
Don't go outside.
I want to go outside. I want to go outside and wear these and show them off to my friends. I can't. These colors.
Show COVID pandemic. Don't go outside.
The kicks are in the mail. The kicks are in the mail.
No. That's the reply tweet. Tuh. TUH. All caps. Tuh. I'm upset. This receipt. How can I see this receipt? What, that you sent me a link to Etherscan? What is this? I need a paper receipt. I need it physical. I need it to be legible.
Page.
Dude, I'm not recycling paper. You're sending it to me. Unrecycled paper. I need to see these. I need to see this in real life.
Good thing you didn't get those like $100,000 crypto socks.
At HP, send this man a printer.
If I can't wear it, right? If I don't have a printer to print it out, then no.
You what? You want to print your shoes on paper? The hell's wrong with you?
Oh, 3D print file.
It's physical. Yes. If I could wear the paper sneakers outside and be fresh, I'm trying to be fresh.
Or what Easy just said, just 3D print the sneakers. That's even better. If you have like a plastic 3D printer, I mean, they probably won't be very comfortable. They might break. You might trip and, destroy your ankle in them. But hey, you can print them, so why not?
Some nice sweaty feet. There you go.
Too.
Solutions. We're all about solutions here.
Listen, it's breathable like Crocs. Paper shoes, right? So if I sweat, sweat goes right through it. It's aerodynamic, porous. Where is this?
If Crocs makes a wearable, I'm out.
If Crocs makes a 3D printed wearable, so someone tag Crocs in this tweet chain. God damn it, they're missing out on all this money. Let's move on. Okay, moving on to Rhett. Mankind was a presenter. I was inspired by this tweet. I mean, I was inspired by his presentation, so I ran to Twitter and I started tweeting up a storm. I didn't eat yet, so I was a little dizzy when I wrote this one, and this is what it was. I said, check this out. I said, I want to buy some crypto art. I want to buy some crypto art. I said it twice. Post your fave artist. Post your fave artist in this thread. Yeah? I want to buy some crypto art.
Just one.
Wait, but hear me out. Hear me out though. Okay? I'm too lazy to fucking look for pieces that I personally like and want you to tell me what is cool in this space, because I'm not cool and I want to buy coolness. That's the hashtag. I'm too lazy to fucking look for pieces that I personally like, and I want you to tell me what is cool, because I'm not cool and I want to buy coolness. Thoughts?
At show, here's a link.
There's no link. If this is the thread, tell me what to buy. There's all these tweets. Everyone is tweeting this.
Buy into the dark mesh. It's only 0.5 ETH.
You keep shilling. Keep shilling.
It's my own shit.
keep shilling because like everyone else is tweeting this. Everyone else is saying, hey, I don't like, tell me who's cool in this space to buy them. I'm too lazy to find any pieces or artwork on my own. Just tell me who's already cool and validated by the space.
Well, obviously
Brand
you're
new space.
skinny.
Thoughts?
Don't you like skulls and birds? Get skinny.
Who's that?
Skull artist.
Dude, I'm brand new to space. I don't know what you're talking about. Who is that?
What the fuck?
I'm too lazy to research. You tell me. Everyone else is tweeting it too. Everyone else is saying the same thing. Like, hey man, I just heard about NFTs from a friend. Oh man, tell me who's great in the space. I'm gonna buy it instead of me researching and buying things that I like. You tell me, man. Thoughts? Anyone want to unmute your microphone and speak?
My dude, get yourself some brains and start collecting what you enjoy and what you like. Don't follow the hype.
In case you haven't noticed, I don't have a brain or brains coin. I have no idea about anything at all in this space. Someone please point me in the right direction so I can throw money at it. Who's great? I heard about this random. What's that, dude? I have fiat. I mean, fiat. I don't even know what fiat means. I just have money. I heard about this guy named Steeple, right? Like selling dollar artworks. It's great. It's big. It's huge. I want it. I guess I want to be cool, man. Someone tell me how to be cool.
Get your credit card out. Head over to Maker's Place. Search easy and crypto, and you can take some time to enjoy the flowers.
What the fuck is Maker's Place? What are these words you're dropping right now? Dude, tweet what? What is going on?
OMG, does the baby need some hand holding?
People do. It's sad. You gotta just explore. You gotta go and look at different sites. You could go to OpenSea, you could go to the Maker's Place, you could go to Collector's Hub and view people's collections and see what they think is cool. But at some point you're gonna have to form an opinion, or else you're just speculating on FOMO.
Guy, Rhett, also known as Mankind, has this thing going on Twitter. It's all the rage. I can't find any of the things he's talking about. I don't know what's. Someone point me in the right direction. Because someone just DM Rhett and tell me I will buy the piece. I will buy the piece off of you. Dude, tell me, is he cool? I'll buy it. What's cool in the space? I'm not cool enough.
Get some freaking pixel sneakers on your feet so you can be cooler. Get in front of your computer and search a couple different platforms. Super Rare, Maker's Place, Known Origin, Mintable. Just come on, man.
Join
You just need Mankind. Mankind is all you need.
Who's Mankind? Who are these people? Shill me all the cool shit.
Just Mankind. You only need to buy Mankind. Paris Hilton follows Mankind on Twitter. Get with it.
Tell Paris, call me on my secondary phone. We'll buy all this shit. Just point me in the right direction. I got money, man. All right. Shit. I was partying with Paris the other day. Right. This Mankind guy, tell this Mankind guy, talk to me. All right. Tell me, just name a price. Name a price. Does it make me look cooler in the space? That's all. Moving on.
Avatars.
Next tweet. Yeah. Oh, wait. What? What is that? What? I'm a star. You're a star. Moving on. Next up. This was in response to Jeremy and Christian from Leyline. This was a tweet that was crafted during the Crafties, right? Crafting all the tweets. Right? People don't want to save the world. They want to save their pockets and will die for it. Hashtag over my dead fucking body. Thoughts?
I don't understand the problem.
People, all right, do you want, this is a retweet. Oh, sure, you don't understand. Hey, I will retweet this to death so long as you quote tweet my original tweet. Let's get some impressions on this shit. Let's get some engagements. Let's do this. Let's run up the numbers. I said, hey, look, when it comes to philanthropy. People don't want to save the world. They want to save their pocket. They want to save their pocketbooks. My pocketbook is pink. It's fuchsia. All right. And they will die over their pink fuchsia pocketbooks. Right. Hashtag over my dead body. You're not taking these coins from me. I'm not giving it to you in donations for free. You take your 501c and shut. Thoughts?
Well, if you don't want to give to charity or whatever, then don't. No one
A
cares.
lot of other
I mean, a lot of
will.
people probably will care, but you know.
Thoughts,
we'll just move on
tweets.
from you.
Phrase it in a tweet.
There's a lot happening in the charity space with hashtag NFTs. People with hearts taking action with projects like Leyline. Hashtag
At show.
give a shit.
Screw you and your no heartness.
Hashtag
Tweets.
negative
I need
Nancy.
to see. I need more impressions. I need more engagements. Unmute your microphone and tweet, y'all. What's your tweet? I just said this. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I tweeted it. I'm eating hot Cheetos right now after this tweet. My keyboard is all orange, right? Sipping on a Slurpee. I'm just typing. Who wants to save the world, man? Who wants to gamify? Who wants to gamify this? I don't have time. I'm just tweeting, man. Hot Cheetos and Slurpees. Tweet. What's your tweet? Least comic standing. Unmute your microphone. Tell me like it is. Tell me like it is. Don't tell it. Tell me. Tell me in the form of a tweet how it is.
It's garbage.
Where's the hashtag? Huh? Where's the cash tag? You're not tweeting.
F you.
I'm not following, so I did not see your tweet.
Hey, you know what I did? Right? I muted the conversation. So I already muted the conversation before you can even unfollow. How about that? How about that?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Shoot.
All caps. Thankfully, there's more good people in the world than at shows. Hashtag give a shit. Follow at Leylines.
I wouldn't know. I followed and unfollowed them 1 day ago in order to increase my followership. My followership. Unmute your microphones. Tweet at me, man. Tweet at me. Let's keep this tweet storm going.
Hashtag taking a break from social media.
Yes.
You know what? I took a break from you. I took a break. You're going to take this tweet. God damn it. You're going to take this tweet right now. You know what that is? You know what that silence was? You know what that silence was? Twitter just went down from the tweet storm. Twitter just went down. Twitter was trending because it went down, along with all the other social media services. They were just burned down to the ground. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming through to the WIP this week. Shout out to everybody who attended and participated at the Afties. Much love to all our presenters. We loved all the content and all the project updates you provided. Shout out to everybody who was a part of the WIP crew. Much love. And shout out to you, WIP fan, for coming through and supporting. Just like Rizzle said earlier, please follow all of the events that occur in the calendar channel. And there's a ton of shit always happening in Token Smart. Just keep your ear to the ground, keep your eye to the channel, and much love, everybody. I don't know what's happening after this, but please follow anything Sandy or Rizzle and everybody else has to tell you. When they yell and scream, actually listen to them. You don't have to do like me and mute your speakers and headphones. Thank you so much, everybody. Much love.
And I'll be doing a little show with Twitchlet, artist musician, over in the Lad City Discord in a couple hours on Easy Street. So if you ain't busy, come swing by, and it should be a fun time. Much love.
Woo.
Peace, love, and whipsy.